Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Monday to everyone. Happy Monday to everyone. How is everyone doing today? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hope everyone had a great weekend. Man, it's a rainy day here in Houston. We had lots of rain overnight. But good morning, Renita. Good morning. Thank you for watching, Renita. Yes, it's a rainy day here in Houston. We had rain overnight, so which is great, which is really good because we had 2 blistering weeks, close to 100-degree weather, so the grass and everything was just glad for the rain, so I'm not complaining. But after today, we back to sun, so we just got to enjoy this little rain today. It cooled things down a little bit. But it stopped just enough time so I can still get to do some walking in and get my exercise in. So I thank God for that. But good morning, everyone. Hope it's a great wherever you are and you're having good weather and everything. So good morning, good morning. Anyhow, so today I just want to talk about knowledge, the importance of getting knowledge and wisdom, right? Knowledge and wisdom. Knowledge and wisdom. So I'm going to 2 little quotes here about knowledge. Then we can jump right into it. So one said, to attain knowledge, add things every day. To attain knowledge, add things every day. To attain wisdom, remove things every day. So he's saying to attain knowledge, you add things every day. To attain wisdom, you remove things every day. Because what he's saying here, if you learn things that you should know that you should not be doing, that's what you add in. And then you got to remove the things that you should not be doing, right? So to attain knowledge, add things every day. To attain wisdom, remove things every day. And the next one said, a true teacher would never tell you what to do. A true teacher would never tell you what to do, but he would give you the knowledge with which you could decide what would be best for you to do. He would not tell you what to do, but he would give you the knowledge with which you could decide what would be best for you to do. That's by Christopher Pike. Right, so knowledge is very important, guys. Knowledge, we got to keep learning and growing. I'll be looking at Mr. John Maxwell, one of his leadership training, and he talks about the law of the lid. He was training CEOs. They all want to know how to grow their company, and he was telling them the company can only grow as much as you know. If you want to grow your company and make them produce more, you got to increase your knowledge. That's what he was telling them, right? And said, it's just like in science. I know some people did those experiments. We have a jar, we put the little soil in it, we put the seed in there, and then we punch some holes, give it enough air and a little bit of light so the seed can grow. But the seed would only grow as big as that jar, right? The seed is contained by the size of that jar. And if you take it out of that jar, put it in a little bigger jar in a couple of days or a week or whatever, it might go and fill the jar up, but it will never grow bigger than the jar. It's contained within that jar, right? So that's what he was talking about, but the law of the lid. The law of the lid, right? So lots of time we don't know what we don't know. We don't know what we don't know, right? And when you go to a professional, like you go to the doctor, you might go to the doctor, you're not feeling well, and he asks you 2 questions, and next thing you know, he give you a bill, he give you a prescription. Or you might spend about 10 minutes in the doctor's office. And when you leave there, you get a $300 bill, and you're like, whoa, I spent 10 minutes, he asked me 2 questions, and he just gave me a prescription. But you know what? You're paying him for his knowledge. Marcy Wiles, good morning. You're paying him for his knowledge. It's his knowledge you're paying him for, right? I remember the story with this dentist. This dentist had this big expensive chair. He spent about $300. Cheryl Sam, good morning. This dentist, we're talking about knowledge, guys. If you guys just joined, the importance of having knowledge, right? This dentist had this big chair. He spent $300,000 for this chair. It made his work very easy, right? But one day the chair stopped working, and he called several technicians in to fix this chair, but they were not successful because it was the latest technology at that time, and they could not fix it. So the chair was sitting there for months, was very useless to him. He couldn't do anything with the chair. And then one day he called a technician that come in. The guy went straight to the machine, opened one little area, and turn a screw, simple screw. All he did was tighten the screw. And 5 minutes, literally 5 minutes he spent there, and the chair was starting to work perfectly. The chair started to work perfect. And then the dentist was so happy. So when the man sent his invoice in, Tessa Hunt, good morning, thanks for checking in. When the technician sent his invoice in, his invoice was for $10,000. The dentist was like, what? You come to my office, turn one screw, spend 5 minutes, and you charge me $10,000? He said, send me an itemized invoice so I know what I'm paying for. Good morning, Jillian. So the itemized invoice read $10 for turning the screw, $9,990 for knowing which screw to turn. He said, you got several technicians come here and they did not know what to do, and this chair was useless to you because they didn't have the knowledge. So what you're paying me for is the knowledge, knowing which screw to turn, guys. So that's how important knowledge is. And to the people who has the knowledge, like that technician, it's easy, right? It seems easy to him, but to you without the knowledge, it's so hard. Because, for example, the dentist, he could not use that chair that cost him $300,000. And the problem was to turn one simple screw, tighten one simple screw. But to that technician, that was easy, 5 minutes. But to you, it's useless. You could be in a house with food, in a house full of food, and you can starve to death because you don't have the knowledge that food is in that house, some part of the house. And you could starve to death, right? That's why God in Hosea 4:6, where God said, my people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. That's what he's saying. They are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. They don't know what they need to know. They don't know what they don't know. And we continue to do things that destroy us because we don't have the knowledge, right? But then he also said in Proverbs 11:9, part B, he said, but through knowledge shall the just be delivered. He said, true knowledge. So you want to get deliverance, you want to do great things, is knowledge. A lot of people, that job, to get that promotion, to get whatever it is, only thing standing between you and moving up higher is knowledge. Something you need to know that you don't know right now. And when you know that, and you figure that out, you could demand more pay, you can get those promotions, just like John Maxwell was talking about the law of the lid. You cannot grow more than you know. You cannot grow more than you know. So we need to just get more knowledge in the areas that we want to grow in. I trying to do right now is try to read a book a month, because you're a little busy. A book a month. And you know how much knowledge I get. I was doing that for the last 4 years. Some months is good months, especially in Houston here. It's spread out. We drive in. Everything is on audio now, right? Instead of I getting upset when I stuck in traffic, I just read in books, listening to all these audio books, listen to great preachers, listen to motivational. I was piling up a lot of education I learned, and you might be amazed how much more wiser you get by learning and listening and educating yourself, guys. So knowledge. And we said knowledge is power, but not all knowledge, right? You want to use the term good knowledge, because there's certain things, certain knowledge that you can get would not help you, right? Would put you in more trouble, right? Certain knowledge is, I don't want the knowledge to know how to go and rob a bank, right? I don't need to know that, right? So not all knowledge is good knowledge. So good knowledge, right? So seek knowledge. Continue elevating yourself. Continue just reading. Continue learning things. You don't have to go back to school to get knowledge, because one of this by Albert Einstein, a quote by him, he said, wisdom is not a product of schooling, but of lifelong attempt to acquire it. So you don't have to go back to school and get a degree to get more knowledge. Right now, this internet age, you can learn so much. You just need to know the right search, what to look for, the right search into Google, and you can get a lot of information that you need, guys. So, Renita, thank you for what you said. Your knowledge adds what you should and subtract that which is not needed. Thank you for that, Renita. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. So let's get knowledge. Don't matter our age. Let's just continue to learn and grow. Learn and grow. Listen to something positive. Listen to in your job right now. Learn a new skill. And the more you know, the more valuable you are to your company. The more you know, it's harder for them to replace you. So get knowledge, learn some more, improve yourself, guys. So have a great Monday, guys. We'll leave it there. Go and seek some knowledge today. This is what you're listening to here. This is a good investment of your time right now. So thank you guys for listening and have a great day. And we'll talk again on Wednesday, guys. Goodbye.